Okay, we start with the first minute, right? Both men walking with identity stamped on their walks. Duplessis, unorthodox, angles always shifting. Chimaev, forward pressure, eyes locked on takedown lanes. I predict Chimaev attempting his first serious takedown in the opening 45 seconds. 65% probability. Why? Because historical data shows he always wants to anchor his dominance early. Now, if he sinks that takedown clean, boom, kiss that round goodbye. He's controlling, maybe unloading selective ground strikes, but if Duplessis escapes roughly 40% chance, now we've got a chaotic chess match on our hands. And Duplessis thrives in that space. If he slips the takedown, he unleashes the volume, strikes from unexpected angles, bladed stance, rolling low kicks. They're not textbook, okay, but they do land. My model says Duplessis lands between 25 to 40 significant strikes in the first round if he keeps it upright. What's vital? As the minutes, as they tick away, if Chimaev secured near 90% of top control, his likelihood to close the fight early or win the round decisively sits around 20% to 25%. But if Duplessis escapes and fires back with volume, he flips that round to round win probability. Watching breath patterns, the tell is huge. Elevated, ragged breathing off the fence signals that second round pacing might lag. So round 1 clear modeling lens. Chimaev offense control dominant, he gets the early nod. Duplessis shocks with chaos and volume, that's a round swing towards or neutral or Duplessis. Alright, if Chimaev dominated round 1, he is still going to be bullish going to round 2, but now he has to manage that cardio decay. There might be a drop in his takedown efficacy by 10 to 15%. If round 1 was high energy, he now must mix pace, maybe feints to slow down or take down at half a speed. Just protect his gas tank. Say round 2 begins. Chimaev still tries to impose, but Duplessis fights smart. Jab, low kick, tie up when Chimaev comes in. Each denied entry isn't just a failed takedown, it's a momentum swing. Projecting if Duplessis gets 2 successful counters, his win probability climbs towards 50% by 2 minutes 30 seconds in round 2. But beware, if Chimaev still manages to land 60 to 90 seconds of control again, especially if Duplessis pays with high energy from scramble, Chimaev can still pin a second round win. We hit round 3 and things get spicy. Now it's about deep structure, not sloppy volume, not brute control, but who still has something left under pressure. Chimaev's cardio is a wild card. If he's been efficient in round 1 and 2, short scrambles, clean entries, conservative pressure, his takedown success rebounds to around 50%. But if he was gritty, slam fest heavy, his conversion rate dips to 35 to 40%. Duplessis' chance to get explosively free now increases. Here's where it gets nuanced. If Duplessis consistently lands 30 plus precise shots per minute, value over volume, he's creating a red zone opportunities for a flash KO or clinch scramble. If he lands 70 plus significant strikes in round 1, 2 without heavy damage, his round 3 finishing probability ticks up to 10 to 15%. Chimaev, on the other hand, he responds by mixing in feint entries, off-center balance shifts to hide his setups. If he lands a takedown, momentum shifts back, but the energy tax is real. Round 4. Who breaks first? This is the mentalometer round. Bone-crunching strikes don't show up in numbers. Impact is swallowed in breath. Duplessis' anatomy, he peaks in damage potential here, but he's carried 15 minutes of fighting already. His corner must keep his breathing rhythmic. If Duplessis enters round 4 with controlled breathing, his strike output remains high enough to sustain pressure. His finish chance spikes maybe up to 20 to 25%. Chimaev, if still sound, can threaten top control again, but must be strategic. If his energy is slipping, a reckless takedown could turn into a scramble and he winds up on the bottom. And we are now at a crossroads. Duplessis may finish with volume. Chimaev may dominate with mat control. Judging this round comes down to striking versus ground time. He'll win the round if he can either land more or neutralize enough strikes. Round 5. Who has gas for the final stamp? Duplessis, if he's still mobile and jaw hasn't dropped, can stack the strike total past 150 for the fight. That late volume, even at degraded accuracy, signals a huge mental advantage. If he lands 2 clean sequences in round 4 and 5, it gives him a 30 to 40% chance to finish via KO or an exhausted ground breakthrough. Chimaev, if still fresh, will cling to clinch scrambles and reset neutral positions. If he can lock 3 additional minutes of top control across 4 and 5, his decision win probability goes over 50%. Finish via submission is low, 15%, less than 15%. Unless late fatigue opens a neck crank or choke. Split decisions come if neither establishes control corridor nor large strike gaps. Maybe say 15% of the fight falls here. Chimaev's path: get in early, tank control, be efficient. If he can collapse Duplessis' energy reserves by round 3, keep control ticking, he's got it. His best route is to never let Duplessis run wild. Duplessis' path: survive the takedown shock, make Chimaev throw volume early, punish entries with counters and establish rhythm. If he can shift the fight into rounds 3 to 5 on staggered terms, he's a wrecking ball.